My name is James Crockett.
Yes, sir.
I've been a real estate broker in the city of Baltimore for over 50 years. Bob Emery started the Baltimore Fair. The first night it was for one block, from Liberty and Saratoga down to Lexington and Liberty by the Gas and Electric Company. I said to Bob, where are all these white people coming from? He said, Jim, if you give them something to come back to, they will come back. So I started thinking, what do white people need in order to come back to the city of Baltimore? Better schools, not like Roland Park or Poly Western, just better schools, number one. Number two, better security. You know what I'm talking about, security, right? Police protection. And reasonable taxes. Now the mayor is talking about a 10-year program. I'm talking about a 3-year program. You own $2,800, you knock them down, they're off the tax roll, and all people in the city of Baltimore paying taxes will have to make up for that deficit. Is that right?
Most of the properties we just are not tax revenue generating, right? So we're only talking about abandoned properties for the most part here.
But they should be occupied. Okay.
Well, as you know, we have lost several 100,000 people, and what we're trying to be responsive to, Mr. Crockett, is to the communities that have asked for some blight elimination. We're not talking about, entire inventory of vacant houses. There's 16,000. We're talking about maybe 500.
When Mayor Schaefer started the Audubon program, white people bought houses on Hill Street in South Baltimore. Those streets down for $1. Is that right? Is that right?
I would not dispute your recollection, Mr. Crockett.
You know it, don't you?
Yes, but there was a
Dollar
dollar
houses. Now why not do that again and bring, you don't have a housing problem in Baltimore. You have a population problem. You have more houses than people want to live in. And I don't care how we renovate a house, we don't have the people to occupy the house. It's a simple thing. The houses in Fells Point are over 100 years old. These houses around Lafayette in that section, they're not that old because things emanated from the harbor. They went east and then they came west. There's nothing wrong with those houses, but to tear them down, create green space. Green space is not bringing any tax money in here. Now I heard the worst thing yesterday about, you're talking about another tax on water for people. You got a foolish thing about if the water rain comes off the roof, off the driveway, goes into the harbor, you want to tax people for that. I cannot sell this city with bad taxes. I would ask you to scrap this program that you're doing now. Go back, get some real estate people into the project, and do what you did when I asked you to do something about Reservoir Hill, when you had a lot of vacant houses up there. Now Reservoir Hill is an area that more white people are buying in Reservoir Hill than black people. My office is on Utah Place. I know what I'm talking about. Scrap your program, get some real estate people to come in and tell you how to do it, and let these people live in the city of Baltimore.